every one of those soldiers think they're good enough for the Special Air Service. But as you say, there's no preparation, they've done no soldiering, they've read all the books, they've seen you jumping through the MSA window, and they think they're good enough.
Preparing for selection means getting hill fit. Basically, the ability to navigate over tough terrain, carrying a heavy burden within punishing deadlines. The SAS is based near Hereford. All candidates for selection must report to the barracks a day before the course begins. It's the first time you'll get to size up the opposition.
The first morning when you're there in parade, you know, you're standing there was 220 guys, and I'm stood on the line and I'm looking down this line, and all I can see is maroon berets, paras, you know, there's stacks of them, you know, and big guys, big boy, he's like him and that, you know, and there are some huge guys there, and I was the only Scots Guardsman there, so I felt a bit out of place, like some stood there looking around me. And at that stage, you do start sizing up other people, and you say, Jesus, he's a big guy, you know, and these, you know, and you start getting a little bit of self-doubt in yourself at that time, you know, which I think is only natural because physically they look a lot bigger than you.
SAS selection is designed to test the mental and physical endurance of candidates. It's notoriously tough. Before you even start selection, you must pass a basic Army battle and combat fitness test.
Okay, listen in. You're here because you think you're fit enough and a good enough soldier to join the SAS. Well, that's what we're going to find out. Starting today, you're going to do a CFT. For those of you that's not in the infantry, that is a combat fitness test. It's an 8-mile run carrying your CFO, Central European Fighting Order. You'll have 2 hours to complete this run. Anyone who fails is obviously not fit enough to be a basic soldier, let alone join the SAS. So you'll be out of here. Move.
Over the next 3 weeks, candidates have to do a series of marches over the Brecon beacons.
Vehicle.
Extremely arduous routes are specifically picked to test physical stamina to the limits.
McLeod.
All candidates march with heavy burdens, carrying up to 55 pounds, and have to demonstrate that they can push themselves to the limit, but still navigate as if it's second nature.
Good. You happy where you're going to? What you're doing? Good. Get away.
Next two. Just go over here, put your bergens down.
The ability of the SAS to march long distances, carrying heavy loads into battle, is legendary. It's fundamental to the way the regiment operates, especially on operations behind enemy lines.
You're doing these tabs. I mean, the idea is you're walking the car out of the house on your back, and when you get to where you're going to be fighting. That's what it's all about. You know, because I mean, that heavy burden basically represents your food, your water, and your ammo. So you're walking from A to B, get there, fight, and then scoot. You know, hopefully, you know. That's what it's all about at the end of the day.
Enemy in
The first 2 weeks consists of a series of hard marches. For many candidates, it's a shock both mentally and physically. That this has to be overcome if you want to survive.
A lot of it is mental toughness, you know, you've got to have that mental toughness, you've got to be able to put up with the hardships, and if you do have injuries and that, you've got to, you know, keep yourself going through the injuries, you know. A lot of people arrive there with no preparation. You've got to have that preparation, and the boots that you train in is the boots that you must wear, you know, for the selection process. You know, if you try and put another pair of boots on, it's going to rip your feet to bits.
But if you pick up injuries, don't expect sympathy. The best you can hope for is a dose of squaddy